going back to last night, the Jets and the Steelers and Russell Wilson Jr. III, it didn't start out well, but it ended well. He started out 2 for 7, and that crowd was not too pleased because, look, Justin Fields, I think, was correct in saying he didn't do enough to keep the job, but still, guy led you to 4 wins. I probably would have kept him in there. In fact, that's what I said on Friday. I would have kept him in there, but Russ, shaking off the rust, he was it was almost like he was Russell Wilson. See what I did with that, Todd?
Okay.
Yeah.
You did that with one arm.
Yes, I did.
Russell Wilson.
I am medicated today. I'm just letting you know.
Real quick, people are asking, you know how they say, Jaden Daniels, he's 75% for this weekend's game. Do you have a percentage on your health?
If it was the Super Bowl, I'd play tomorrow.
Right.
If need to. Whatever it takes. Because, in fact, I'd like to do an extra hour today.
Right.
Because we have so many things to talk about. Who would like to do 4 hours today?
Nobody.
Yeah, we could. Are we allowed to?
Seriously? We can just keep doing it. We just do it. Whether we're on somebody's radio or on, Peacock, and it doesn't matter. We just do it. Why don't we just do it and then we put it out there?
Coming up today on Overtime with the Dan Patrick Show.
Yeah.
Extra innings.
Yeah, extra innings. Don't forget extra innings coming up after the show live on Twitter.
So I'm the only one. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just do it.
It could be shoulder programming, as they call it. You get it?
Okay.
Double entendre, see?
Okay. Once again, I nearly died. Okay. Having shoulder surgery. But I'm here, Todd.
You are. I never doubted it. I really didn't. Half the audience on the poll did, but I was one that was like, you'll be here.
You were making fun of me all Friday.
I can make fun of you, but that doesn't mean I didn't think you were going to be here.
You were treating me the way Steeler fans were treating Russell Wilson last night.
Very similar.
Yes. Yeah. Boo.
You got that treatment.
Yeah. You hated me, laughing. Steeler fans, they don't boo normally, but, that defense is not going to let you score more than 15 points. And I think if the formula is, hey, how about getting 3 touchdowns? You're probably going to have a great chance to win a game with the Steelers because that's what they did last night. Let me start with the reaction to that game. And here is Aaron Rodgers with the question and his answer.
How do you get everybody to keep the belief in? It seems like a lot of the same mistakes.
Stop listening to you guys. Number 1. Number 2, got to be accountable, I got to play better. That's the key. I got to play better. We got to find a way to run the ball better so we can action pass. I thought did some nice things in the passing game. Brees obviously had a couple of really nice ones. Spread the ball around to Tay, G, and Allen. Mike had a nice conversion. But we got to run the ball better, and I got to play better.
Okay, wait. Did he say stop listening to the media? Play the beginning of that, Marvin, because I was like, wow. I didn't think players listen to the media. Don't they always tell us that?
How do you get everybody to keep the belief in? It seems like a lot of the same mistakes.
Stop listening to you guys.
Really? Really? That's your number one thing? You know why we're losing? Because you guys are saying mean things. You're not making good suggestions. Okay. Maybe we should have stopped a month ago. Then the Chiefs or the Jets might be up there with the Chiefs in the AFC. But we'll take that under advisement, and the things that we'll say, we'll try not to be too derogatory with the Jets. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson Jr. III, and here is the question and his answer.
Being booed, then Justin Fields' name being chanted, how do you stay steady-handed to go then put up 37 points? How do you work through that?
Yeah, it's a great question. And, I think, first of all, I really believe in being neutral, not being too high, not being too low. My old mental coach who passed away a couple of years ago used to always say, stay the course.
Okay. Whatever it takes. Like if I'm a Steeler fan, whatever it takes. I'm not going to sit here and dissect it and talking about a spiritual coach or whatever, which I do think his passing did have a big impact on Russ. But Russ was biding his time, got healthy, and he played well. After the first quarter, he played really well. And you have that defense that's going to keep you in just about every game. And Mike Tomlin always has a 500 record, better than 500 record. Watched a lot of the Chiefs and the 49ers. That was not a good game. Not interesting. Well, it was interesting because it's a Super Bowl rematch, and that was about defense. The Chiefs are a defense-first team. Patrick Mahomes, I know people keep putting him up here for MVP. He hasn't played well at all. They're undefeated. They're undefeated because they have a great coaching staff. Their defense is really good. And he'll always have a couple of plays that he'll make. He's very, very economical in trying not to make those big plays anymore. Like he'll just take it if it's there, and if it's not, he's not forcing anything. But he hasn't played well. He has more interceptions than he does touchdowns. Brock Purdy, not good either. Now, they got a lot of injuries there. And Debo, Brandon Ayuk might be out, may have torn his ACL. You got the Christian McCaffrey situation, Jennings. They brought in Ricky Pearsall, who got shot a month ago. I mean, this is about your defense. Who had the better defense, and the better defense was Kansas City. Just not a pretty game at all. Brock Purdy getting passes knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It just didn't get any flow whatsoever. But you're watching that game. That's one of those games like appointment viewing where you go, all right, I'm looking forward to this. Is not good at all. Mahomes is the first quarterback to start out 6-0 while throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. Last time that happened was 2015. Peyton Manning and the Broncos, who ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. Stat of the day, stat of the day,
stat of the day, stat of the day.
Here comes
that
what?
Stat of the day.
Gone are the days where you're throwing for 50 touchdowns if you're Patrick Mahomes. All you got to do is get to the postseason with him. Doesn't matter the record, just get to the postseason. And, I say that a lot about a lot of different quarterbacks or teams or coaches. I want to see what you do when you get to the postseason. Regular season, I don't care. As long as you get to the postseason. And we say this about the Cowboys every year. I don't care if you go 13-4. I don't care. All I care about is what you do opening playoff weekend, second round of the playoffs. That's what you want to see. Lamar Jackson, I don't care what he does during the regular season. Now, I am curious the offensive philosophy that you're going to have with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. That I'm interested in. But as far as your record, how many touchdowns or interceptions, just get to the postseason and win. With Mahomes, you never have to worry about that. There were so many seasons where I didn't know what Tom Brady did during the regular season. I mean, I was loosely aware of it. All I knew is get to the postseason, and he'll win a championship. You can do Michael Jordan if you want. I don't know what he averaged. I just know got to the playoffs, he was going to win a championship for the most part. There's just certain players. And I'm watching these games, and you go, okay, that's nice performance, or that's good, or like Jared Goff. He's been unbelievable in the regular season. Let me see what you do in the postseason. Now, he's gotten to a Super Bowl, so in fairness to him, we have seen him play really, really well. But there's certain quarterbacks, certain coaches, you just want to see when you're in the spotlight and it's the brightest, what are you going to do?